Nakanakinak sumipayarat nunakini atumuruk sukbarot konik sinyabuhat inyunya naktigalu suli pidaraw sinilu atumakanit. Kuvalupela kiput kolaktori lara kaptigu ilakiranik nikinakinuvut upgagavigmi Alaska mikdot agalan subililahu sumi imna upgagavig ibba. Barrow is a small town located at the top of Alaska. It is the northernmost community in the United States. The town is traditionally known as Upgarovik, which means the place where snowy owls are hunted.
Festivities are a way to celebrate our Iñupiat culture and to meet new people. We can develop as people by getting to know others who are different from us and forming friendships with them.
Barrow is home to several festivals. One of the main festivals is Iñupiat, which takes place in June after the spring whaling season. During Iñupiat, families celebrate the success that whaling captains and crews had on the ice. Sharing is one of the most important values in Iñupiat culture, and Iñupiat is one of the many times food is shared with the community. On Iñupiat, the main foods that are shared are quack, which is frozen whale meat, as well as muktag, which is whale blubber and skin.
A lot of people like the blanket toss at Iñupiat. The word Iñupiat means to toss up. The blanket toss is a fun way to celebrate the spring whaling season. This comes from a time when the hunters would toss someone up in the air so he could see whales or caribou from far away. But now people do it just because it's a fun way to celebrate our culture.
Many tourists come to Barrow to see Iñupiat. They especially like to see the blanket toss. This is exciting for us because we get to share our Iñupiat festival with them, and we get to make new friends with people who aren't from here.
Another big festival we celebrate here in Barrow is called Kivik. Kivik is a celebration of Eskimo dancing, storytelling, art, food, and happiness that brings everyone together as one happy family. Kivik is also called the Messenger Feast.
We call Kivak the Messenger Feast because of how it was celebrated in the past. The host village would send messengers to the other villages of the North Slope, inviting them to come celebrate at the festival. Now, Kivak invites Inuit villages from Canada, Greenland, and Russia to attend the celebration.
After all the communities enter with their dance group banners, a very exciting race is held.
Each dance group chooses a runner to compete in a race through town.
Almost there!
You might be wondering where this race comes from. I asked Fanny Upbeat, one of the elders in Barrow, about the history behind the race. Here's what she said.
Today we use iPhones. That little gadget that we carry in our pockets. Remember, our ancestors did not have iPhones. They had fast runners. And the runners were chosen because of the speed and agility. And so if I wanted something to be known by my neighbor, I would send you with a message. And that's why we had runners in the old days.
After a runner wins the race, the runner and some elders from his or her dance group will light a seal oil lamp. The seal oil lamp was the way our elders and ancestors used to light their home when it was really dark outside. Now at Kiviak, we use it to say, "Let the celebration begin."
Passing on the songs and dances is one of the main ways we celebrate our Iñupiat culture. Our traditional festivals like Naluktak and Kivik always include songs and dances that are the memories and experiences of our ancestors and elders.
Even now, people are telling our history by creating new songs and dances. These festivities preserve our Iñupiat history and culture for the future generations of our people. It also provides an opportunity to form new friendships and alliances with others.
Dancing and drumming are the most important things in my life. They're important to me because it keeps our Iñupiat traditions. When I'm dancing and drumming, I feel like the main purpose is presenting life. The moment I start drumming, the beat starts to go along with my heartbeat and my soul. When I dance, I feel like I'm representing the stories of our ancestors because each dance tells about how they lived or what they saw in their everyday life. My mom says I was dancing before I was born. She said that when the drums were beating, she would feel me kicking. When I dance, I represent joy, faith, and unity. To me, dancing shows character and skill. I'll be dancing until the day I die.
Dances tell stories about the animals and everyday activities like hunting, sewing, and preparing food. They help us remember the ways our ancestors lived. We interviewed a poet named Joan Nevaeh Kane about the importances of dances and masks in our culture. Here's what she had to say.
The raven mask, some of the very funny, humorous masks used for walrus dance, for instance. This allows persona. I mean, it's a very concrete example of persona in art and persona in creating art, and the ability to really step into an artistic or imaginative or creative space.
It's important for the young people to learn the songs and dances by becoming a part of a dance group. The dancers sing about the Iñupiat history in the dances, and each member takes pride in knowing the stories of our people and their life in the Arctic. I want to share the songs and the dances with my children and grandchildren so that they will know their history.
Fiddling is a new tradition that we started celebrating at Kibyo. This kind of music and dance was brought to us from the whaling crews of Europe and New England. This is an example of how the Iñupiat culture has changed over the years. Our traditions change as we meet people of other cultures and places.
After the dance group's performance, everyone is invited to dance. It doesn't matter if you're Native Alaskan, white, Asian, African American, or Hispanic. Anyone and everyone is invited to dance with each other during the All Call to Dance. This is an opportunity for people who may not know each other to get to know one another. They celebrate their cultures as one. During the All Call to Dance, people who come from different places and backgrounds get to make connections with each other.
During Kivyev, dancing isn't the only thing that's going on. At the festival, everyone shares the food that they have prepared. On the plates, you might see Eskimo donuts, which is fried bread, muktuk, which is raw or boiled whale blubber that was harvested from last year's whaling seasons. Many people prefer tutu soup, which is made from caribou that is hunted on the tundra outside Barrow. You might even see some walrus and seal on someone's plate.
Art is one of the most important traditions in the Iñupiat culture. Not only can the Iñupiat people make a living and support their families through selling art, they can also keep the Iñupiat culture and identity alive. Artwork is also a way to tell stories and to show the beauty of the animals in Alaska. I interviewed Vernon Rexford about the importance of art and preserving his Iñupiat culture and identity. Here's what he had to say.
Here on the North Slope, my grandmother, Bertha Aluk-Levitt, was very influential in getting me to understand that artwork is a way of keeping your identity alive. My grandfather was the important part of teaching us to continue hunting, trapping, fishing, and whaling. So both my grandparents were very influential in giving me an idea of who I was, irregardless of a school system or English being spoken rather than Iñupiat. So artwork was definitely a place where my grandparents played a very significant role in keeping our culture and our identity alive.
Art is everywhere in the Iñupiat culture. Perhaps the most popular form of art you will see is jewelry and other accessories. Iñupiat artists use beads, ivory, and baleen to make jewelry. Purses might be made of sealskin. Hair clips use colorful beads. Traditional clothing is another art form that all Iñupiat people displayed during Kivyeak. Some people make mugluks, which are snowshoes, out of the skins and furs of polar bears, wolves, caribou, seals, and walruses. Atiklaks are long shirts which both men and women can wear. They are made out of cotton fabric. The many colorful designs of the atiklaks allow each person to express his or her village and personality. Iñupiat dolls are a common sight in many Barrow homes. The face of this one you see here is made from caribou skin stretched over a mold.
Some people like to paint the beautiful scenery, animals, and people of Barrow in the Arctic. Drawing and painting allows people to celebrate the beauty around them. The most traditional form of art is carving ivory and baleen. Many Iñupiat artists carve beautiful figurines that celebrate the Iñupiat culture. Creating old-fashioned whaling ships out of baleen is another art that reflects the history of Barrow. Many ships are small, but some are very large. They all have various styles. At Kiviak, you'll see many Iñupiat people selling their works of art, which comes from the history of bartering and trading at Kiviak. This tradition has continued, which allows us to preserve the Iñupiat culture for the future generations. This is also a way for us to use all the parts of the animals, and when the artists sell their works, it helps them take care of their families.
Many years ago, we kept our Iñupiat festivals and traditions to ourselves, but now we want other cultures to participate. We welcome people who want to know who we are as Iñupiat Eskimos. When a non-Eskimo person asks us to join, we want them to express themselves in a good way through our festivities. People from all over the world celebrate with us.
Traditional festivities like Nalukataq and Kiviak are a way for the Iñupiat people to strengthen their culture, traditions, and identity. And it's a really amazing sight when the different cultures come together to celebrate friendship and happiness. Through the festivities we celebrate in Barrow, we form friendships with people of different cultures and backgrounds.
Yeah.